When individual strengths combine, they form an unparalleled force. The Tridevi, Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati each represents a unique aspect of Shakti. When these powers combine, they form the supreme goddess Mukambika. On this auspicious day of Shashti, the sixth day of Navaratri, I shall narrate the tale of Mukambika Devi. Kaumasura was a powerful asura who received a boon from Shiva that no male could defeat him. Misusing his boon, he began to harass the devas and rishis, wreaking havoc in all the realms. Seeing this, Saraswati Devi removed his power of speech, rendering him incapable of asking for more boons. Therefore, the asura became Muka, or incapable of speech, and was now called Mukasura. Still, he remained undefeated in battle. Therefore, the Trimurti, consisting of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, called upon their female counterparts, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Durga Devi, to put an end to Mukasura. The three Devis combined their energies, which culminated in one goddess, Goddess Mukambika, who then vanquished Mukasura in battle. The most revered temple for Mukambika Devi stands in Kollur in Tulunadu region. The Skanda Purana mentions Kollur or Kolapura. It is said that the name came from Rishi Kola, who resided in the region and asked for deliverance from Mukasura's tyranny. After the Asura's defeat, Rishi Kola asked the Trimurti and Tridevi to be established in that region. They agreed. Therefore, the linga in the temple has a Swarna Rekha or golden line in the middle, with one side representing Trimurti and the other side representing Tridevi. Interestingly, in the temple, the goddess is worshipped in different forms throughout the day, as Saraswati in the morning, as Lakshmi in the afternoon, and as Durga Devi in the evening. Another legend says that Shankaracharya was performing penance in Kodajadri forest. He wanted to establish a temple of Saraswati Devi in Kerala. The goddess agreed and said that she would follow him to Kerala. However, she had one condition, that on their way, Shankara should not look back. Shankara agreed. As they began their journey to Kerala, the sound of Devi's anklets assured Shankara that she was behind him. However, at one point the sound stopped. Out of curiosity, Shankaracharya stopped and looked back. The Devi was right there, but as Shankara had broken his promise, the Devi remained there. That was Kollur. Let me conclude with a shloka to Mukambika Devi. Trimurti Shakti Sambhutam, Shri Vidya Mantra Matrikam, Shri Chakra Madhya Nilayam, Dhyaye Mukambikam Sada. Thank you for joining me in this story of Navaratri. See you again tomorrow.